Welcome back, everybody. This is Mario, and this is day 15. As you probably know by now, I'm doing a 30-day drawing challenge, and today's exercise was to draw a contour tube. And there you see the first tube on the left, which is the kind of tube you would see in construction places, the ones that carry cables underground, all that sort of stuff. Also a slinky, a roll of paper towel, basically any cylinder looks like that. It's an important shape to learn to draw different things, even humans is what I hear. So I decided to draw two of them, two rolls, two cylinders. You can see I did the lines inside and outside as well, and I think that was a nice touch. It was very difficult to get them together. You will see when one ends and the other one meets and the other one begins, it was not very clear. So I did struggle a little bit. I wanted to overlap them, and so I did, to use a more 3D effect, and I think it works. Remember, this is day 15. So I did the lines on the outside of the other one, and then the lines of the inside. The opening of the second tube, you can see there, it's a bit more open. So I tried to close it, and it went a little bit too overboard by closing it. But anyway, I'm happy with the tubes, the cylinders, tubes, contour tubes. Then I hit the 10-minute mark and I decided, okay, it's time to start shading, or whatever, casting a shadow, which for some reason has been the most difficult part of this journey so far. So I made sure I make a thicker line where the tube touched the ground. I think that's the most important one to get the shadows correctly. It's a joy to use this tablet because sometimes it's kind of wide and allows you to draw without even zoom in, zoom out so much. But I think it's important to zoom in because when I started to zoom in like this right here, I started finding those details where this thing was overlapped or was not overlapped. So I tried to make some corrections before starting the shadowing and going far with the shadowing. And do it. I think you should do it. I think you should focus on the shadowing anyways. So for the rest of the drawing, it was pretty much just shadowing with the pencil. So I'm not sure which one tool is better suited for this. I've been using the pressure tool, the pressure pen, the soft pressure pen, and I think it has given me good details, good results. And I would love to know if there's more, better tools for the job. As you can see here, I cleaned up a little bit of the corners. I cleaned up a little bit of the overlapping scene that I had there going on. I did a few things before starting to shadow, but then there you go. I added the light source and I started to cast that shadow. And as soon as I started, I thought, okay, how cool would it be if I drew like a kid going through the tunnel, or like a dog or something like that, but I'm not at that level yet. So let the imagination run for a little bit, but then focus on the task at hand. And the task at hand is to draw tubes, and to maybe shadow those tubes as well. So I casted a shadow on the first tube according to the light source that I put. You can see some of these lines are not so happy, kind of curvy over there. But then I make that thicker line where the tube touched the ground. I think it's a very important one. And after that, I decided to shadow the little bit of the side of the tube. So making sure that I didn't overshadow so much so that it wouldn't distract. And then I went from the inside as well. So I think the inside is what gives the tube a little bit more of a 3D effect. And I'm happy with how it looked over there. Made sure to touch this contour a little bit, or the edges of the tube a little bit more, and I think that was an important touch as well. Then I proceeded to go a little bit more inside and get those lines in there, and those were kind of tricky to do, so I separated the layer once more. I also gotta say that I duplicated the layers of the tubes, just the outlines, just to make them a little bit thicker, a little bit darker. because sometimes I draw with a pen pressure and I don't put much pressure when drawing. So I don't know another technique for that. Maybe I can apply an adjustment layer and elevate the levels or something like that. But there you go. I'm almost at the end of this drawing right there. I'm chanting already. I'm doing the celebration. I'm doing the celebration dance and everything. So there you go, guys. That was day 15. I hope you enjoyed this video and that inspires you to go out there and draw a bit more. Especially more tubes, more slinkies, more pipes, more cylinders, cans, bottles, AAA batteries, paper. You get the idea.